To a better baby, tonight at 11.
Whitney, are you sure you're not making this up?
I'm not like the others. I know what's real and what's not. That man, David Copperfield, he was dead when they took the ring off his finger.
Who's they? Who did it? Come on, Whitney. You may be the only witness to a murder. Tell me, what did you see? Who did you see?
Oh, it was too dark. Please, I am still weak from that stuff they put in the food. I need to rest.
Well, wait a minute, Whitney. Okay, look, so you don't remember the faces. Surely you remember where they took the body.
That man, I've never seen him here before.
He's probably just a patient. Come on, Whitney, tell me where they put the body.
No, don't you see? They're watching us. Now leave me alone.
I'm not trying to pressure you, Lee. The whole idea of the weekend is to have fun.
High tea?
Well, no thanks.
Oh, Teen, come on, look, I borrowed Heron's best silverware. I just did a bad version of his accent and everything. Look, you got tea, we got those funny little sandwiches without the crust and it inside. And look at this, shortbread cookies, your favorite. It tastes so good.
I'm sorry, honey, I'm just not in the mood.
Oh, babe, come on. You weren't in the mood for breakfast. You weren't in the mood for lunch. It's time to come back to the land of the living.
I can't, honey, I can't. Now that there's no new word on my baby.
Darling, Cord promised as soon as Inspector Ramos told him something, he'd call us from Buenos Aires.
Yeah, well, then why hasn't he? Unless everybody but me's given up, what? Hello?
Tina, can you hear me? It's Cord.
It's Cord. Max, it's Cord. Where are you?
Tina, I'm at the airport in Buenos Aires.
Cord, you gotta speak up. I can't hear you.
Tina, I said I'm at the airport in Buenos Aires. Listen, I've got some information, honey.
Flight number 211.
It's about our baby.
Here's what to do when you don't find the
So have you got our son? Is he with you? Do you have him in your arms right now?
Tina, please, just calm down for a second. Listen to me. Honey, I am sorry. We tried everything we possibly could. We just could not locate little Milagro.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, Tina, what is it? Did they find him? They find your baby?
Tina, I'm sorry. I don't mean to send your hopes crashing to the ground like this, but I thought it was better than letting you dangle while I was in the air on the way home.
Dangling was better. Anything is better than this.
Tina, let me talk to him. Come on. Cord, this is Max. Anything?
No, Max, I'm sorry. I'm betting a big zero here. I want you to take care of Tina, all right? No, I'm at the airport. I'm on my way home.
Okay, you did your best, guy. You just, when you get here, we'll talk it over. We'll see where we go from here.
What do you mean when he gets here? But
Tina, give
Cord,
the guy
you can't give up.
Give the guy a break, Tina.
Listen to me, all right? Now, we tried everything we possibly could. Lieutenant Ramos and his men checked out everything. They went to Lita's house. They didn't find her. They went to all the relatives of Lita, and they couldn't find anything. With or without the baby, she did not come back to Argentina.
Well, that's impossible. We spoke to a psychic.
You did what?
A psychic. He's not a kook or anything. He's this world-renowned expert. His name is Mr. Sidney Roman, and he told me that the baby is in Argentina.
Tina, he didn't say that.
No, he said to go with my gut feelings and my intuition, and my gut feelings and my intuition tell me the baby's in Argentina, so, Cord, you have to stay there.
Honey, listen to me. We tried everything we possibly could. We just simply ran out of places to check.
Well, then check other places. Hire a private detective. Cord, you just... Milagro is very near you. I know he is.
Tina, you're being irrational here. Here, Cord, it's me again. Look, you head on home, and we'll figure this out when you get here.
All right, Max, listen. There was one other thing. Lieutenant Ramos said there was one more lead that he wanted to check up for me.
Another lead? I thought you were batting zero.
Oh, what a lead. What is it? He's going to tell us now.
Look, it's all too complicated to get into right now. I'm at the airport. I'm on my way home. Lieutenant Ramos said he was going to try to check up with me here before I took off, but I haven't seen him yet, okay? So listen, I will explain everything to Tina when I get home. You take care of her, Max. I know that's not going to be easy to do, but just try to settle her down.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You just have a safe journey, huh?
Well, what did he say?
He said it was too complicated to get into. He'll explain it when he gets back here.
Well, why didn't you stop him from leaving?
Tina,
Look, his place is in Argentina with our baby.
Tina, will you listen to me? He said Inspector Ramos is going to meet him. He's got a lead. Now, he's going to give that to him right before he gets on the plane.
You know, I have heard enough about leads and rumors and clues. All these leads and rumors and clues, and what have I got to show for it? Nothing. Max, there's only one thing I want right now, and I want my baby.
Rob, are you sure that's your father's ring? I mean, who knows how many people have rings like that?
Nice try, Cass. But a ring like this is unique. A goldsmith named Salamanca in the old country designed it. Then he gave it to a man powerful enough to do it justice, Alex Crown.
There's no doubt in your mind, Rob?
Oh, no. No, he never took the ring off. He used to say that when I die, they'll bury me with two things. They'll bury me with my self-respect and my ring.
Well, if the ring meant that much to him, I'm sure he'd be happy if he knew it found its way back to you.
Yeah, but I'd give this ring back and 1,000 others just like it, just to see my father again.
I should report to the DA's office. Herb ought to know that we finally linked Alex Crown to the murder at Mountain View Clinic.
Will you be headed back to the clinic?
Yes. And I promise you, Rob, if Melinda comes up with more evidence to bring your father's killer to justice, you'll be the first to know.
Thanks, Stacy.
I can leave too if you need to be alone.
Don't. It's not like I didn't expect this.
Rob, you loved your father a lot, and it's okay if you want to let that show.
The thing is, even though I knew he was dead, a part of me just kept hoping. I mean, see, I had this crazy fantasy that they would discover that this was another one of his amazing vanishing acts, that it wasn't my dad who died. It was someone else. But now that I have his ring in my hand, there's no way that he escaped this time. This time he's gone.
Not completely. Think of all the love and memories you shared. Those are going to last you the rest of your life.
If I could have just tried to help him, if I could have just saved him, I never got to tell him goodbye.
He's not a patient here. He's a spy they sent to watch me. I've told you too much already.
Whitney, listen to me. Oh, listen to me. Now, there is someone here who murdered someone right here in this clinic. Now, that same murderer tried to hurt me by putting something in my food that you stole, and then you fainted, right?
You think that I don't know how dangerous this place is? I know it better than you. If that man reports me to the wrong people, I'll be dead by morning.
All right. I'll go talk to him.
No, if he's a spy, he'll turn you in, too.
You have to trust me, Whitney. McGowan, right? Listen, you're doing a great job. I'm really starving. She knocked my food all over the floor. Could you please go down the hall and get me another plate?
Sorry, Miss Kramer. I had my orders.
Yeah, I know. Rafe told you to stay with me all the time, but I'm really starving, and they won't let me leave. It won't take you long just to go there.
Okay. But if you need me, don't worry about my cover. Just sing out.
Okay? There, are you happy? Now no one's watching us. Now please tell me, where did they put David Copperfield's body?
No, not now.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Hello, Professor.
It's the best of times and the worst of times, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Please, Whitney, tell me where they put the body.
I can't. Well, the professor taught me all about Charles.
Charles?
Charles Dickens. The professor says he's the world's greatest writer and that no one can come close to his characters. So, see? If I show you where David Copperfield is buried, I'll be getting too close to the character, and that would make the professor very angry.
Whitney, the professor didn't mean it that way.
No, now listen, Melinda. We are just going to have to let poor Mr. Copperfield rest in peace.
Tonight?
Yeah, well, you said we should get away. Why not tonight?
Well, I'm not complaining. I'm sure the yacht can set sail tonight. All I have to do is notify the team, that's all. Oh, it's Donald Lamar.
Yeah. Listen, Tom, I think we should get packing, don't you?
Hello, Lee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Donald.
I'm glad I ran into you. I wanted to ask the Bannister if he could give me a little more advertising for my task force.
Well, certainly, but some other time, if you don't mind, Donald. Lee and I have to catch a boat.
Aha.
We're going on a cruise, the Delaware River, with some friends from the press.
Mm-hmm. A river cruise. How very romantic. I hope that you both get what you want.
Yes, well, that's very kind of you, Donald. Tom, I think we should get packing.
Yes, I've notified the team there's a change of schedule and book your stateroom.
Lee, could I have a minute alone with you?
No, I'm sorry, Donald.
It's about this clinic for the disadvantaged children that you're so eager to support. I was thinking that I'd give you a little donation.
Well, I'm sure you can spare a few moments for that, can't you? Lee, is your car here?
Yeah, but Tom,
Oh, fine. Then why don't you wait? Pick up some money for your youth center. I'll meet you at home. And remember, first one home gets to break the good news to Mary Lane.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Bye-bye, Donald.
Goodbye, Tom. Bon voyage.
Can't you take a hint?
So you
I
think...
told you that I want to leave. Leave me alone.
You think that you could just hop a yacht and sail up the river and forget about what happened at the clinic today?
Nothing happened.
Oh, yeah? You keep telling yourself that. You're not getting on that boat until you hear me out. I want to tell you why I left you 17 years ago.
Donald, this is all over.
No, you don't understand. It's not over. I feel as strongly about you now as I did back then.
Is it just what you need? Your ex-husband crying on your shoulder.
Hey, what are ex-wives for anyway?
You know, it's funny. It took me losing you and my dad losing his identity for Dad and I to get together. We learned to know each other better than ever. And we learned to trust each other, to love each other.
And you were very lucky, both of you.
Lucky? Yeah, I guess we were. I remember this dark coffee house in Vienna. Dad was talking about his past, how he wanted to correct all of his mistakes, especially the ones that had hurt me. And I encouraged him. I urged him to come back with a new identity and start again.
Don't feel guilty about that. Look, you showed your father that you believed in him. I bet he loved you for that more than anything.
The last time I saw him, it was right before he came back to the States. He was so excited. He was so full of optimism because he felt that he'd finally escaped his past. But I guess he couldn't escape it, could he? I caught up with him at Mountain View. Damn it. My father didn't have to die. He was killed just when he had everything to live for. And if it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna find the one who killed him, and I'm gonna make him pay.
Whitney, believe me, if you show me the body, you won't be disturbing any of Mr. Dickens' characters. You'll sort of be solving a murder.
Melinda, the professor recognized that man the first time you walked into the clinic. He said, look, there goes David Copperfield. Now, are you calling the professor a liar?
All right, there's only one way to solve this. Come here. Excuse me, Professor. Would you mind telling Whitney here that this is all sort of a harmless literary game?
Game? What game, young lady?
Well, the way you sort of refer to everyone as one of Dickens' characters, like Alex Crown, for example.
Who?
David Copperfield, Professor.
Ah, yes. Chapter 1. I am bored.
Yes, Professor. Well, if you could just tell Whitney here that it was a mistake and that the picture that I showed you couldn't possibly be David Copperfield. It was Alex Crown.
But it most certainly was the amiable Mr. Copperfield. If you don't believe me, ask Oliver Twist.
Okay, now, you know, Professor, at the end of the book, what happens to David Copperfield?
He lives happily ever after.
Now, that's very strange because, you know, the man in the picture, well, he's dead, isn't he, Whitney?
Yes, he is.
So the conclusion is that he couldn't possibly be David Copperfield.
Is she right, Professor? Did you make a mistake?
It does seem within the realm of possibility.
Well, did you hear that? So, Whitney, you can show me the body.
Now, what if the bad people find out?
No, come on, Whitney, please, you have to trust me. I will protect you. I won't let anything happen to you, I promise.
All right, I'll take you there. But you're gonna need something warmer because it's the coldest, spookiest place in Mountain View.
I'm sorry you're going through these ups and downs. I mean, every time we seem to be getting close to Milagro, he always ends up further away.
I know.
I can't stand it, Max. I really cannot take much more of this.
I know.
No, I mean, before I knew he was alive, it was just this vague sense of him. But now I know he's out there and he's somewhere and he's alive.
I know. If there was anything in this world I could do to bring your baby home to you, I would.
I know. Just imagine what it would be like if he were here. Oh, Max, the three of us would be like a real family.
Oh, and I'll tell you, the first thing we'd do, we'd get a house just down the street from Land Fair.
Oh, our own house, huh?
Mm-hmm. That way Milagro could have his own room, and we'd fill it from the floor to the ceiling with toys and books and games.
No, I don't want him to be spoiled.
Why not? You're spoiled. I'm spoiled. We both turned out great, didn't we? And then on cold winter days like this, you know what we'd do? We would slap on the old skates and we'd take him out to the Landview Pond and let him race around like a holy terror.
No, because I want him to be a little gentleman. When he grows up, I want him to fit into the best of Landview society. So he's going to have the best schools and the best friends.
Tina, come on, let him have a childhood first, huh? There's plenty of years to be an Ivy Leaguer or a Wall Street lawyer or president or
a hotel owner.
Well, it takes an extraordinary talent to do that, of course, but he just might live up to it. Grow up and be anything he wants.
Yeah, if we ever see him again.
Don't you think that?
I can't help it. What is there? Is there some kind of curse on me or something that I can't find him? I mean, if it's paying for my sins, fine, but I think the punishment here far outweighs the crime.
Tina, I can't believe the world is so cruel as to keep your baby away from you. You can't lose hope.
Yeah, before hope was all I had. But now I just have... I don't know, I just feel how worthless my life is without him. Oh, Max, hold me. I don't want to hear any of this.
Sit down. I never stopped loving you. And I don't think I ever will.
Come on, Donald. Love is just a word to you. You throw it out like you do money for a check, and you leave to something more important.
Walking away from you after that accident, it was the biggest mistake I ever made in my life.
And it just sort of seemed the right thing to do at the time, huh? No, that's all right. You had your career to think about. That was much more important than the woman you said you loved. Anyway, why would you choose me? You weren't quite sure how I'd look when I got out of that hospital. I could have looked like a freak.
That wasn't it.
Okay, then what was it? What? Did you feel guilty because I climbed behind that wheel and I took the blame for that accident that killed your wife?
No, I could handle the guilt. I told you, I loved you for what you did.
Okay, then you tell me, what was it? What was so important that you had to leave me like... Oh. Why didn't I think of it sooner?
Lee, I wasn't proud for what I did or why I did it. Now, I want you to understand.
No, I do understand, Donald. Say it. You found out what I did before I began working for you. Say it. Say it.
All right. I never knew before you came to work for me that...
Then what? Say it to me. Say it. That I was a hooker. It's a word.
Yes, I know it's a word.
So how'd you find out?
It was after the accident. You were in the hospital. Somebody came to visit you. It was your old boss.
Oh. Yeah, Renee.
One of my political associates happened to be there at the time. He was intrigued by Renee, of course, and he did a little digging into her past.
And that's when you decided not to marry me. So, how do you feel now? Are you still embarrassed at loving a hooker?
Oh, I was a little angry. No, I was absolutely furious. Why didn't you at least tell me?
What was I supposed to do? Tell you and get the same understanding that I'm getting right now?
All right. This is a little difficult to talk about. I've always prided myself that I had a lot of courage. But when it came down to making a choice between you and my career,
Yeah, I lost, didn't I?
I told you. It was the biggest mistake of my life. If I could turn the clock back right now, I swear I would be there for you. I swear it.
Yeah, well, we can't turn back the clock, can we? It's done. It's done. I'll just have to forget about it. Same way I've forgotten you.
You can't mean that.
I can't. Well, anyway, you've given your confession, Donald. You can walk away. You're free. And if you don't, well, I'll walk away for the both of us. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some packing to do.
Okay, now what? Well, we wait for the guard at the back kitchen door to take his next break. There's a minute or two before the other guard relieves him.
Okay, so we have a minute. The only thing I'm worried about is the lock on the door.
Oh, no problem.
Whitney, is there anything you haven't stolen?
Oh, not that I can think of. Oh, we'll need this, too.
Oh, great, great. Then the guard's probably ready, so let's go. Whitney, come on. You said you'd help. You promised me.
I know, but that was when it was just a game, and now it's real, with real danger.
Whitney, listen to me. Until we get that killer and solve this murder, there is always going to be danger. Now, this is the time for us to take a stand and do something.
Okay, follow me.
Well done, Professor. Thanks to your tip, we can save poor Whitney and Melinda from doing something foolish.
No harm will come to them.
Heaven forbid. I'll go tell Dr. Kellogg what a good friend you've been. I'm sure he'll reward you with another volume of Dickens.
Horace, it's a far, far better thing I do than I have ever done.
Sounds good to me, Professor.
You and Dad on a river cruise all alone.
Mary Lynn, would you just cool it? I told you it is a business trip. There are going to be photographers and staff writers there, right on board.
Well, even photographers and staff writers have to go to bed, so you'll still be all alone.
I don't, but you are so lucky I have to answer that phone.
I think you mean you're lucky.
Hello? Yeah, Tom, hi. I'm just going to pack
Dad, Mom told me the news. I think it's great.
Shh. Yeah. Oh, you have my stateroom ready? My single, separate stateroom ready? How wonderful. Yeah, we can go tonight? That's great. Okay. No, I'm excited. Well, sorry if I don't sound excited. Yeah.
Hi. Renee, hi. Well, you're just in time to give Mom her send-off.
Send-off? I didn't know she was going somewhere. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later.
Are we going someplace?
Well, hello to you, too. Gosh, what is this? Thank you. Thank you for coming so early.
Doesn't it sound romantic, Renee? Mom and Dad are on a river cruise tonight together.
Well, I guess all we need is the moonlight, huh?
Yeah, Renee, listen, I have a favor to ask you here. Could you do my business for me? Could you cancel a few appointments for tomorrow?
It's the least you can do for the cause of true love, right?
Okay, I'm sure. Yes, right. Honey Bunch, do you mind just going upstairs for a second? I want to talk to your mama for a minute about some business. All right, sweetie?
Yeah, sure. I'll get the packing started for you,
No,
okay?
you don't have to do that. That's all right.
It's the least I can do, Mom.
What are you staring at? Huh. What? Come on, this is just very innocent. We're taking a break, that's all. There's nothing wrong with this. What's wrong?
Oh, there's nothing. If you don't mind getting mixed up with Tom Dennison again and being hurt again.
Renee, I am not getting mixed up with Tom.
Well, then why are you going? I don't understand this. There is no... Does it have something to do with Donald Lamar? Is he involved in some way?
It has absolutely nothing to do with Donald. I'm going with Tom.
But why are you going? To be with Tom or to get away from Lamar?
Oh, this is such a ridiculous idea.
Is it ridiculous, is it?
All right. I ran into Donald over at Mountain View. And he purposely locked me in this room to tell me... To tell you what. He wanted to tell me why he left me all those years ago, and I wouldn't listen, and I ran off to the Holden Towers, and he followed me, and he told me that he left me because I was working for you. He found out. He had to choose between being going with an ex-hooker and his career.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry that you were hurt. But I'm glad that you finally found out what a lowlife he was. But let's get back to the main event. You are using Tom to keep Donald Lamar at arm's length.
No, Renee, I am not. I'm telling you, I can't stand that man and everything he stands for. My feelings for him are dead.
Baby, you could say that 1,000 times, and you and I both know it's just not true.
Well, some things never change. Still, you get upset and you forget to eat.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm just not in the mood.
Rob, something tells me you haven't been in the mood since Melinda went undercover. Now, starving yourself is not going to help, so munch.
How did I ever get along without Cassie Carlson to look out for me?
I don't know. How did you?
You know what I really need? Not food. Conversation. I've been doing a monologue all day about my troubles. Let's talk about you.
There's really not much to talk about.
What do you mean? What about, did you and John make up?
Yeah, I did my best, but John is still a little upset that we weren't completely honest with him about this whole thing from the beginning.
Well, I tried to tell him it was my fault. It was unfair of me to swear you to secrecy.
Yeah, well, you had your priorities in order. I guess Melinda was at the top of that list. But John's just going to have to accept that.
You don't change either.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, it's just that you and I used to have some terrific fights, and they usually wound up with you saying, you're just gonna have to accept that.
I never... Did I really say that?
Constantly.
Well, why didn't you just accept it? Yeah, we both were definitely very stubborn.
Remember the time that you wanted to go fishing with a bunch of your friends?
And I wanted to go to a wedding in Philadelphia.
That was World War III until we struck a compromise, and then we made up our usual way. We had a knack for that, didn't we? Why don't we go to Stars? Check out the early crowd.
All right. If it'll make you feel better.
I feel better already, thanks to you. Let's go.
McGowan, where is she? I've searched this whole clinic since I got back.
You tell me, Detective.
What?
I've been trying to find her, too.
You let her out of your sight? Damn it, McGowan, you're here to protect Melinda.
She sent me out for food. When I got back, she and Whitney were gone.
Whitney? Excuse me, Professor. Have you seen Whitney and the new patient, Melinda?
Begone, attendant. I'm immersed in wonder.
Yeah, right, I know, but this is really important.
Begone, I say.
What do we do now?
There's only one thing to do. You take the north wing, I'll take the south wing. We'll meet back in the atrium if one of us hasn't found them first.
My, Mr. McGowan, you've been a busy beaver today. I'd say it was time for a nap.
Not sleepy.
But Dr. Kellogg says you are, and the doctor is always right.
You're right. It's very cold and it's very spooky. Where did you say we were?
The old asylum used to be here, way back, hundreds of years ago. They say at midnight you can still hear the screams. Still, I like to sneak out and take walks here. The snow and the dead leaves. It's the only place I can be completely alone.
But when they buried the body, you said there were other people here.
Yes, I saw them put the body in the grave. I was lucky I ducked out of sight before they saw me.
Well, what did you see? Did you see their faces?
Well, it was dark and there were shadows, but I think I might recognize one of the men again if I saw him. The man who pulled the ring off the body's finger, oh, it still gives me chills.
Well, let's get out of here as fast as we can. Well, which way did you say the body was?
Near that tree someplace. I don't remember the exact spot. Is that bad?
Well, it's not good. This ground is so hard. It's not going to be easy to find the body, but that's what we got to do, so let's get started. Just shine the light over that way. Oh.
So...
Max, you know what's wrong with me? Well, I'll tell you what's wrong with me. Nothing.
Nothing? Tina, just a moment ago, you were going on about it.
No, I know, but Kay, but a lot of that is self-pity, all right? I mean, look at everything I have. I have the most wonderful man on earth, and I live in this beautiful, wonderful house. I have a wonderful family. I mean, most women would love to have all that. How much more could a woman want? Of course, part of me is always gonna miss my baby, but in the meantime, I mean, I've lived this long without him, and I'm just gonna have to be busy and happy. And...
Tina, why are you trying so hard to hide your feelings?
I'm not.
Don't you know that you can let all of them out in front of me? Not just the ones that make you smile, but the ones that hurt and make you angry? I want all of them just like I want all of you.
Max, I don't want to be a drain to you. I want to give you everything that you give me.
Well, then get close to me. Trust that our lives, with or without Milagro, I will help fill them with love. We'll have babies. We'll have a house filled with them. We'll have boys and girls, and we'll have goats and calves and ponies.
Don't you ever do anything in moderation?
Never. And the one thing I do best, to the umpteenth power, is love you. Come here. Tina?
Max, I'm sorry. I love you, I do, but I just...
But you can't stop thinking about Milagro. You think that bothers me, huh? You wouldn't be you if you didn't hold fast to your dreams. I just hope I'm one of them.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Tom. Mary Lynn is helping Lee pack a last few things.
Oh, spontaneity is the secret of romance. Isn't that right, Renee?
Well, maybe so, but as far as I'm concerned, a little common sense does a lot more than a boatload full of romance.
Well, here she is, her trousseau's all packed.
Oh, Mary Lynn, come on, it's a friendly cruise.
Well, I think it's the best idea you've had since the decision to move in with us.
Oh, well.
Oh, and Dad, I took the liberty of packing a few things for you, too.
Thank you, sweetheart.
They're elegant but sexy.
Really? Well, it's nice to know that Mary Lynn sees her daddy as a sort of Cary Grant.
Oh, my gosh, look, Renee, I'm sorry, am I imposing on you too much by this?
No, not at all. I will answer your calls. I'll make sure your appointment book is empty as long as you just take care of yourself, honey bunch, and don't go overboard, all right?
Well, Ms. Halpern, time to shove off.
Okay.
Well, Dad, I hope you have a wonderful time. And you, Mom, I hope it's the most exciting romantic trip you have ever taken.
Mary Lynn? Mm-hmm. We're cruising down the Delaware.
I wasn't thinking of the locale. I was thinking of the company.
An incurable romantic. Whose daughter is she, anyway?
Unfortunately, ours.
Oh.
Bye. Bye.
Wait a minute. I'll walk out with you. Bye-bye, sweetheart.
Okay, bye, Renee. Oh, you two, don't worry about a thing back here in Landview. Just have fun.
Lay one on me. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, I'd like to speak to Wade Coleman, please. Wade, hi. Before you say anything, I want to apologize. I hate arguing with you, especially over that Griffin guy. And, I'd like to make it up to you. Yeah, I thought you would. I had the house all to myself. No, I'm not making it up. Mom and Dad went on a mini cruise. Okay. Okay, I'll be waiting. Bye.
Oh, Melinda, I'm sorry. I was sure that it was here someplace near this tree.
Well, it has to be here. Look, When they were digging, did they bury him really fast or did they take their time?
Oh, they did it fast, all right. The three of them couldn't dig that hole fast enough.
Three? Three of them?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Two carried the body and one carried the shovels and gave orders.
Well, I thought for sure that there were only two people involved in this murder. Think hard, think hard. Are you sure you didn't see any of the faces?
Oh, you see how dark it is, and I was so scared.
Okay. If you say there were three, I'll take your word for it. The only thing is that if we can't find a body, we're gonna have trouble convincing the police.
Oh, wait a minute. I think there's something here. No, the ground, it feels different.
I think you're right.
Oh, do you think that...
Yes! This is it. This has got to be it. Whitney, this is what I've been looking for. This is the proof I need to nail that murderer and clear my name. This has got to be the grave of Alex Crown.
Cheetos brand cheese flavor.
Vuelo 404 para Filadelfia, Estados Unidos, saliendo. South America Airline, flight number 404 or Philadelphia, USA. Final call.
Come on, Ramos, let's go.
Senor Roberts.
Whoa.
Thank God I'm in time.
Yeah, well, just barely. I was about to get on my flight. What's going on? What do you know about my son?
First, let me introduce you to Cammy.
Yeah, it's very nice to meet you, man. Look, if you don't have any more information for me...
Cammy comes from the Iguazu village where Milagro was born.
You know my son?
Si, senor. She knows him quite well. In many ways, she has been the only mother your son has ever known.
Candles, flowers, wine. Perfect. Well, Mom and Dad aren't the only couple in for an evening of romance. Well, he's right on time. Matter of fact, he's early.
Well.
What are you doing here?
Well, I just thought I'd drop by and see if I could catch you at home. I've caught you all right. Looking very, very good.
Melinda, you're not going to make us dig up the body, are you?
No. We'll leave that to the police.
Oh, thank goodness. It's not that I'm scared. It's just that I'm cold and tired.
Yeah. We better get out of here before they miss us.
Stay where you are!
Oh, Melinda, they found us. What are we going to do?
It's okay. Just let me do the talking.
By all means, Melinda, start talking. And you can begin by explaining how you got Whitney to come out on such a cold night.
Well, we were on a little educational field trip, Doctor. I was just showing her how a man of science can be easily turned into a cold-blooded killer.
Shut up, Kramer. Please, Horace, you must learn to listen to the patients. It's the only way to cure their delusions.
Look right down here where I've cleared the leaves in the snow, Doctor.
My, we have been industrious, haven't we? And may I ask the reason for this nocturnal project?
I didn't mean to, Doctor. No,
Whitney,
I swear I didn't.
I'll tell you the reason. Because you and a couple of your pals came up here and dug a little grave for Alex Crown after you had him murdered.
All right, that does it. Patience, Horace. I'm sorry, Melinda. When you claimed to have seen a man murdered in my office, it was sad enough. But now you think you see the grave as well.
No, I don't think. It's right here for the police to see.
It's clear that we got you back to the clinic not a moment too soon. But these illusions will pass, I assure you.
Doctor! Damn it, this is where you buried Alex Crown, and you know it.
You think you see him everywhere. Alive, murdered, buried. But after you've had therapy, these nightmares will leave you soon.
Oh, no. They'll leave me when I see you behind bars.
We'll have to keep an eye on her, Horace, before she starts hurting herself and others.
Yes, sir.
Get your hands off me!
Go ahead. Try me. After all the things you just said about the doctor here, I'd love you to give me a reason.
Gently, Horace. Gentle but firm. Now you, my poor Whitney. You broke your word to me. You tried to escape again.
No, I wasn't escaping.
No, she didn't escape. I forced her to come here to show me the grave.
I've heard quite enough about bodies and graves. Now, I told you before, Whitney, if you tried to escape, then we might have to consider...
No, not isolation. Please, Doctor. You can have my paint box and everything that's in it, but please don't lock me up there by myself.
No, I don't want to use such extreme measures. But it's up to you. Will you do exactly what I tell you?
Anything,
No,
Doctor,
Whitney, don't listen to him.
Now, Whitney. I want you to promise tonight was our little secret, Don't tell a single soul
Whitney.
about this incident.
Oh, yes,
Will
I
you do
swear,
that for me?
Doctor, I swear.
Good girl. Now, Horace, would you be kind enough to escort our Whitney to her room?
But what about this one, Doc? I don't trust her 2 feet.
I feel perfectly safe with Melinda. Besides, we have a great deal of therapy ahead of us. We might as well begin tonight.
Okay, whatever you say. Come on, Whitney, let's go.
Don't worry about your friend. Melinda is in good hands with me.
I used to worship you. The great healer, Dr. Kellogg. The savior of the lost and the confused.
I will save you yet, Melinda, in spite of yourself.
If you think you can push me around the way you do Whitney, you are sadly mistaken, because I am going to tell the whole world what you did to Alex Crown.
You've said so many times, constantly, and no one has believed you. Such desperate delusions call for a desperate cure. Now come with me,
I'm
Melinda.
not going anywhere with you.
All right. If you insist on doing it the hard way. This way, Melinda. It's time I treated your tormented mind permanently.
Not a bad way to live, huh?
No, no, as long as you keep your sea legs.
You're not feeling seasick, are you?
No. No, I'm feeling great. I just have to learn how to keep my balance. If we hit rough weather, I am in trouble.
Huh. Steward, any idea of the weather report?
Captain expects smooth sailing.
Great.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Call if I can be of service.
Oh, I will. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So who did you say this belonged to?
Oh, I understand it belonged to Rob Coronel and then Bo Buchanan. Bo leased it to a charter firm when he left Lambiew.
Oh, what a way to live.
Amen. Oh, a toast to the travel editor of the Banner who could not make it, thus making it possible for us to be here.
Here, here.
Here, here. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. And I was thinking, it's amazing the number of things that we have not done together, isn't it? Such as going on a cruise, that kind of thing.
Well, Tom, I really don't remember any cruise ships leaving Nevada. Tom.
Huh? Oh. I'm sorry. I was just thinking what a wonderful year it's been for us so far. Well, when you consider how distant we were and, well, how close we are together now and alone. Here's to us.
Well, aren't you going to let me in?
Look, I hardly know you.
Oh, come on. We met that night you broke the window at the clinic downtown. We shared our dance the other night at Stars. We're hardly what you call strangers.
Look, Mr. Clark,
Griffin.
I really don't have anything to say to you.
No problem. I'll do all the talking. You just listen. I've got some more information on your mother and Mr. Lamar.
My mother already told me everything.
Probably told you what you wanted to hear. No doubt a very sanitized version. If you let me in out of this freezing cold, I'll tell you the whole unedited story.
All right. 2 minutes. That's all.
Whitney, where's Melinda? Please, I've been looking all over the clinic. I can't find her anywhere. Tell me where she might be. Whitney, look at me. You're shaking. You're terrified. What happened while I was gone? Where's your friend Melinda?
I don't know.
I promise you won't get into trouble. I just want to talk to her. It's very important. Please tell me where she is. Whitney, you have to talk to me. You have to help me find Melinda.
locked up in here. They're gonna come find me. Cassie, my friends.
Poor Melinda. You know too much for your own good.
Doctor, if you did the smart thing, you would just give up. They're gonna dig up Alex Crown, and then they're gonna know that you're the one that put him there, and they'll come find you.
Nobody's going to find the grave because you won't be able to show anybody.
Oh, yes, I will. I will get out of here, and I will prove that you killed Alex Crown.
When I finish with you, you'll be lucky if you remember your name. Yes, you finally realize where you are. The electroconvulsive therapy room. It's the only way I have to neutralize you. I'm sorry it's necessary, but I have no alternative.
Yeah, just like you never intended to hurt Alex Crown, right?
As a matter of fact, I didn't. I have nothing personal against the man.
Nothing personal. You killed him.
Alex Crown crossed some very important people. They came to me. I had no choice but to accept their assignment.
Doctor, when I was under your care, you said to me over and over and over again, there are always choices, and one of them is to say no.
You don't understand. There was no way I could refuse. I'm no saint. I'm human, too. I've made a few mistakes over the years. I accepted one favor too many to get ahead.
Well, tell the police. Help them get the people responsible.
It's too late for me, and I'm afraid it's also too late for you. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry.
Rob is certain that ring belonged to his father?
No question. And for whatever reason, Kellogg participated in the murder of Alex Crown, and Melinda walked in on it. And ever since then, Kellogg has done everything in his power to prove that she is insane, that she just imagined what she saw.
And we have no way to connect Kellogg with the mob.
Not yet, but the ring proves Crown was at Mountain View, certainly lends credibility to Melinda's accusations.
It's amazing how quickly she made that breakthrough.
Yes, well, most cases are solved because of a lucky break. And now that we've gotten one, Donald, I want to pull Melinda and the two detectives out of the sanitarium.
Why? They're making progress.
It's too dangerous. For one thing, the patient who gave Melinda the ring is very unstable. She could tell Kellogg at any time what she's done. Now, there's another thing. There's the missing photo that Melinda's been showing around. Suppose Kellogg finds that. He'll understand immediately what she's up to. Now, I think we should end the whole operation now. We've got enough to haul Kellogg in for questioning.
If we don't have a body, we don't have any proof. Now, let's leave those people up there until they find some solid proof. I mean, we're so far ahead now. Why blow it?
Well, you got the governor behind you, so I suppose it's your call.
That's right. Don't worry about it. Those people up there are professionals.
But Melinda isn't. I'm going up to Mountain View and warn her to be more careful.
Look, will you slow down? I understand your anxiety about Melinda. But if you barge in there, Kellogg is going to disappear like a rat down a hole, and we're never going to find him.
Melinda doesn't have a lot of patience, Donald. She's already taken one chance too many. She's over her head.
All right, you're right about that. Now, my presence isn't going to ring any alarm bells up there, so I'll go up and I'll look into the situation.
I'm going with you.
You're going to tip our hand.
There's a patient up there named Myers. She's a bank teller. She had a breakdown when her bank was held up and a guard was shot. Now, her case goes to trial next Monday. I will just say that I'm there to talk with her. It's a logical cover, Donald. I mean, between the two of us, we can make it work.
Nice, cozy little house you have here.
If you're casing the place, there isn't anything worth stealing.
If you want, you can check my pockets before I leave. I'll have a scotch and water. No ice.
You said you had some information about my mother.
Relax. Get comfortable.
Griffin, I had no intention of entertaining you. I gave you 2 minutes to say what you have to say. They're up.
Well, I thought your father would have taught you to be more hospitable to your guests. All right. That's the way you want it. We'll get right down to business. What's your mother's version of her relationship with Donald Lamar?
She said she had an affair with him a long time ago. That it's been over for years and that she doesn't even like him anymore.
That's it. And you believed it?
She was telling the truth.
Well, her version of the truth. You're more naive than I thought you were.
My mother and I are totally honest with each other.
When you grow up, you'll realize that no one is ever totally honest with anyone. And your mother's no exception.
I don't know what kind of game you're playing here, but it's over.
I wouldn't play any games with you.
If you had any more information about my mother and Donald Lamar, you would have told me the other night at the club.
I was trying to, but your macho boyfriend kept butting in. If I wasn't so fond of you, I would have decked him right there and then. I don't see what you see in him anyway. I mean, he's not even in your league. What, are you afraid that scar will keep other men from being attracted to you?
Wade is bright and sweet and kind, and I love him. And no, I'm not worried about the scar because Dr. Hoffman said it'll fade in a matter of a few months.
Well, even if it doesn't fade, men will still be attracted to you. So why are you mucking around with a kid like Wade?
You know, you're right. I am naive. I don't know why I thought you'd have some more information about my mother. I don't know why I thought I could trust you in the first place. But I'll know better next time, won't I? Good night, Mr. Clark.
I'm not ready to leave. You've got to learn to be more charming when you want to get what you want.
What I want is for you to leave.
Yeah, but I haven't told you anything. I haven't told you about your mother.
My boyfriend will be here any minute, and you better not be here when he arrives.
Oh, I'm so frightened. My knees are feeling weak.
If you don't walk out the door right now, I will call the police and I will have you arrested.
You're just like your mother, aren't you? You're a real spitfire, just like her. That was meant as a compliment.
I am not interested in your compliments.
Hang on, things are getting a little out of hand here. We're getting too angry. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? I want to be your friend. I want you to trust me. I want to
You
help
are the last person in the world I want as a friend.
I know you're attracted to me. I could sense it the other night at the club. I can sense it now. Don't be afraid. I'm a gentleman who knows how to please women. Who knows what women want. And I want to please you, Mary Lynn. I want to show you all the things about love and about romance and about the world, things your boyfriend would have never even dreamed of. I know that beneath that little girl innocence, there's a woman waiting to be awakened, waiting to be set free, to experience the joys and the heights of passion.
But you really haven't changed, have you, Donald? You still think you can smile and get whatever you want, no matter who you hurt.
Why are you trying to make me out to be your enemy?
Because you use people. You always have and you always will, just like Mary Lynn asking all those questions about her. How is she? Did she get over the trauma of her accident? That was all just to get me alone, wasn't it?
What of it? It's been a long, long time since I've been alone with you, Lee. It's been too long. It's been too long for both of us.
Lee, are you having second thoughts about coming on this cruise?
Oh, no. No, this is sensational. Are you kidding? Living it up in the lap of luxury, having people wait on you hand and foot. It's every woman's dream.
Well, you seem to be troubled by something. You're not concerned about Mary Lynn being alone now, right?
Oh, no, Tom. I mean, she can call Vicky whenever she wants to at Landfair, and believe me, I'm sure Wade will drop by occasionally.
Yes, and she'll talk on and on and on about how wonderful she thinks it is.
Oh, she will.
We're out here on this cruise.
She will. Oh, I am so mad. Do you know I forgot the camera? She would love to see some pictures of this thing.
Lee, don't worry about it. We brought photographers with us, remember? Besides, I won't need any photographs. to remind me of how lovely you look tonight.
Thank you. The steward said there would be dancing in the main cabin. This is great. You know I love to dance.
No, yeah, sure, I know. I remember that, but if you recall, I don't know how to dance to this kind of music. I trip up over my own feet. No, Lee, seriously. Besides, I'd rather just stay and talk, if you don't mind. Okay?
Tom.
What?
Talk?
Yeah.
We're on a yacht. We can talk all the time at the carriage house. Come on. The purpose is to have fun here. Come on. Hey, I will give you a quick lesson. Here.
All right. Now, hey, did you bring combat boots with you?
Hey, this is very simple. This is very easy. And Tom, I promise I won't let your public see you until you're ready.
Oh, Lee, that's so very kind of you.
Yes.
Don't say you haven't been warned.
Okay, I take this warning, but all you have to do is what is it? Relax, okay? And feel the music.